झूमे देखो मतवारा उड़ाए केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा,
राजा आरती और मसाला।
प्लीज स्टॉप। झुमका तेरा झुमका, तेरा झुमका।
नॉट देयर, मेरा काउंटर टॉप टूट जाएगा।
तेरा झुमका। No. मेरी चिमनी टूट जाएगी। What are you doing?
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
प्लीज स्टॉप। झुमका तेरा झुमका, तेरा झुमका।
नॉट देयर, मेरा काउंटर टॉप टूट जाएगा।
तेरा झुमका। No. मेरी चिमनी टूट जाएगी। What are you doing?
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा,
राजा आरती और मसाला।
प्लीज स्टॉप। झुमका तेरा झुमका, तेरा झुमका।
नॉट देयर, मेरा काउंटर टॉप टूट जाएगा।
तेरा झुमका। No. मेरी चिमनी टूट जाएगी। What are you doing?
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा उड़ाए केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
प्लीज स्टॉप। झुमका तेरा झुमका, तेरा झुमका।
नॉट देयर, मेरा काउंटर टॉप टूट जाएगा।
तेरा झुमका। No. मेरी चिमनी टूट जाएगी। What are you doing?
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं।
There are questions over Nitish Kumar's erratic behavior. Is there a problem that Nitish and his government are hiding? A question only Arnab asks at 8:30 p.m. tonight. The same Muslim leaders who shout their lungs out on Waqf have their lips sealed on the hijab triple murder. The story Arnab puts in focus. Hijab triple murder at 9 p.m.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and welcome. You're watching This is Exclusive with me, Shavan Sen. Tonight on This is Exclusive, we put the spotlight on what's really happening in Bangladesh. And the other, a Republic investigation into why Parth Pawar is actually lying. First up, what's really happening in Bangladesh yet again. Mohammad Yunus has essentially allowed a mob to gather outside the Indian embassy. Now that's just one aspect that we are basically touching upon. The other, a mysterious story that is actually developing in Bangladesh, what we are essentially calling, it's the return of the unknown gunmen. That's the focus tonight on This is Exclusive. But up first, let me take you through the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Indian embassy targeted in Dhaka. Radicals given free run to lay siege under Yunus's watch. Shocking case of triple murder in UP's Shamli. Man murders wife and daughters for not wearing burqa. Parth Pawar's letter sparks a controversy. Letter shows a signed document which demanded expedited land document processing. Controversy over BJP MLA's obscene display of wealth during son's wedding. In Madhya Pradesh's legislator maintains complete distance. A little after 3 o'clock this afternoon in Dhaka, the Indian embassy was apparently the target. A group that moved towards the Indian embassy. Their singular aim was to demand extradition of the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina. What we are going to show you right now, these were the scenes just outside the Indian embassy, not very far away from the Indian embassy when these barricades were put up. It seems within a couple of minutes, this group that you see, the mob that you see, the procession that started around 4 o'clock, by breaking the barricades in front of Hussain Market in the Badda area. It turns out that this group, or rather the mob, broke the barricades and wanted to move towards the Indian embassy. They say that they are demanding the extradition of Sheikh Hasina. Something that Yunus has also echoed all this while, demanding that Sheikh Hasina should be sent back to Bangladesh at a time when there's been a sham trial that has taken place in Bangladesh. Death threats faced by the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina. Joining us, getting us a live update from Dhaka is my colleague Abid, joining us from Dhaka, giving us a sense of what's really happening on the ground. Abid, who are those on the ground? They say that this was a group of young people who were essentially demanding the extradition of Sheikh Hasina. What's the situation like on the ground?
In the ground, I mean, the situation is like this, that Sheikh Hasina is not a person that she's admired in our country. And many people actually have this kind of idea that India is giving shelter to her, and they actually don't want that. They actually want like that Sheikh Hasina, you know the verdict which happened in the last month, and people are not actually supporting her in any way. And they are thinking that India or the nation is some way involved to support her in any manner. And for that reason, they are actually having some sort of, in the embassy, they're actually giving some sort of problematic situations. But the government is actually trying to control the situation as the defense are their police, army, and they are actually controlling the situation in a more practical manner.
Before I let you go, what's the current situation like? And more importantly, was the Indian embassy the target of this group that we can see on our screens?
It was like that they wanted to target the embassy to get their demand. It's more like that they just want Sheikh Hasina back in this country, and they want to have the verdict come true, which is the death. What the verdict was then, and for that reason, they're actually having this kind of problematic perspective, and the police and the government is trying to control the situation, as you can see in the footages. And they are mostly there are some young people, and there's also some other age group people as well, and they are actually trying to having that kind of narrative that they just want Sheikh Hasina back in this country.
Abid, for joining us on this broadcast. We'll be focusing on this quite closely. Ladies and gentlemen, staying with Bangladesh, a story that has gone unreported all this while. And the reason why we are putting this out now, because it's a chilling daylight attack captured on CCTV, which has sent shockwaves across the country and rippled through the entire region. Two bike-borne assailants trail an auto rickshaw before opening fire in a crowded street, leaving Sharif Osman Hadi, an uprising figure, critically wounded and fighting for life in Singapore. The shooting has ignited political outrage, raising urgent questions about who is behind the attack, why Hadi was basically targeted, and whether a larger regional pattern is essentially now unfolding. On your screens right now, this is the CCTV footage. What we are essentially telling you is how this right-wing leader was basically targeted. In fact, I'm going to first take you through who exactly is this student leader who has been targeted. In fact, it seems that there have been multiple such cases that have taken place. And if you see in the entire region, there are several such attacks that have taken place in the year 2025 itself. On 28th of February, 7, including Maulana Hamidul Haqqani, was killed in a suicide attack that took place at Darul Uloom. Let's move on, and I'm going to put across this entire pattern that emerges. Mufti Shah Mir Aziz Bizenjo was also killed on 7th of March. Associate Hafiz Waqas was also injured in a firing in Balochistan. That was on 7th of March. I'm going to put this all together. Mufti Munir Shakir, founder of the Lashkar-e-Islam, was killed in an explosion. That was on 15th of March. Lashkar-e-Taiba's Faisal Nadeem was killed along with an associate here. This was on 15th of March once again. And then on 18th of March, Mufti Abdul Baqi Nurani was killed in a targeted killing in Quetta. On 25th of March, Maulana Nizamuddin was shot dead in Tak district of Punjab province. This was on 25th of March. The very next day, 26th, 5 were killed in the coastal city of Gwadar in Balochistan. And then it goes to 27th of March when Maulana Noor Ahmad shot dead in Gilgit-Baltistan. Now this, if you see, there is a pattern that has basically emerged. How is it basically linked to the right-wing leader who has been targeted in Bangladesh? Interestingly, just about a few days before this attack took place, it was he who had presented this greater Bangladesh picture, which also included some of the northeastern states. We do not know who's really behind the attack. Surprisingly, there is no word really coming in from the Unrest administration, and they've not been able to really pinpoint who exactly was behind it. First, take a look at this full story that we are putting out, what we are now calling the return of unknown gunmen.
An ordinary day turns violent. Under broad daylight on December 12th, the unidentified men opened fire, shooting Sharif Osman Hadi. But who is Sharif Osman Hadi, the man targeted in the daylight attack? attack, now undergoing treatment in Singapore.
12th December 2025, Bangladeshi radical political activist Osman Hadi was shot in public in broad daylight. Osman Hadi, who had his rise after the revolution that happened in Bangladesh, which ousted Sheikh Hasina, floated his own political platform called Inqilab Manch. Now, while he was also a potential candidate of this Inqilab Manch for the upcoming elections, national elections in Bangladesh, he was continuously spreading radical information and preaching radicalism in Bangladesh, most of which was anti-Indian rhetoric. In fact, the day before he was shot, he was accused of spreading a map which had complete wrong information about India.
Sharif Osman Hadi, this 34-year-old, is a prominent figure of July uprising. Aggressively vocal about his anti-India and anti-Hasina stance, he aimed to capture India's northeast in a bid to manufacture a greater Bangladesh, and he is now brain dead, getting treated in Singapore. Following the attack, the Yunus government has sought India's assistance to arrest the shooters behind the attempted assassination. And in an attempt to urge India to nab the attackers, the Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Pranay Verma, was summoned by the Yunus government on Sunday. Osman Hadi's killing has sparked intensified reactions across Bangladesh. And the one on your screen is from today outside the Indian embassy, people protesting, demanding to shut down the embassy. The MEA has charged a strong rebuttal against Yunus's claim, rejecting all claims India summoned Bangladesh High Commissioner on December 17th. But the pattern emerged is not limited to Bangladesh. This emerging pattern can be tracked down to Pakistan as well. When unknown gunmen killed Iyaz Ubaid and injured his affiliate in Safed Dheri area of Durar Road of Peshawar earlier this April. The series of high-profile killings and targeted attacks raises serious questions about emerging trends in the region. Who are these unknown men and what do these killings signify?
Well, in fact, we're also getting in some breaking news with regards to development taking place in the Parliament. We're just going to cut across from the story that we are tracking right now. As far as the unrest that has taken place in Dhaka, there is also a bigger breaking news now coming in. We're going to go across in a short while from now with regards to the campaign that we started, where we have essentially demanded that there should be a parliamentary discussion that should take place on the worsening AQI in the Delhi NCR region. In fact, the Environment Minister in the national capital was also questioned. On your screens right now, we are getting you the latest details. There is a clear public impact. The Parliament, in all likelihood, would be discussing the AQI tomorrow, is what we are being told. The matter is going to be raised once again. Delhi Environment Minister, in fact, Manjinder Singh Sirsa, ducked the question when we asked as to what exactly the BJP government really doing, what are the measures that have essentially been taken, to which the minister had responded by simply saying that this cannot be done within a span of 8 to 9 months. And this is a gift from the old government. So putting the entire blame on the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, there is a growing concern with worsening AQI. Various places in the Delhi NCR region recorded an AQI over 400. Some places like Rohini had recorded about 498 earlier today. On your screens right now, these are some of the images that came in earlier today of the condition that you're seeing in the Delhi NCR region, which has almost become an annual affair in the national capital. Cosmetic changes have essentially taken place with smog guns being brought in by the Delhi government and also GRAP 4 that has been imposed just about a few days ago. The government has now stepped in by saying that concrete measures have also been taken with regards to vehicular movement, vehicular emissions being one such major concerns. So these are some of the aspects that are now also being looked into. Going back to the other story that we have been tracking, the big exclusive coming in from Dhaka. Ladies and gentlemen, we said that it is the return of the unknown gunman. Who exactly is the student leader who was shot dead? And what is the link with this person that you see on your screens with the map, the greater Bangladesh map that was shown by Hadi just about a few days ago before he was shot dead. Joining me on this broadcast is my colleague Kishalai. Kishalai, for everyone to understand who exactly is Hadi, and is it linked to that image that was doing the round of him handing over the greater Bangladesh picture?
Well, that's a question that Bangladeshi authorities are asking. They don't have answers yet. Whether both of these incidents that Osman Hadi shared and shared a morphed picture of Indian map, and how is it related, they are really asking that question. Anyways, coming to the point, Osman Hadi is a radical leader in Bangladesh. He had his rise during the July Revolution, as they call it. He is son of a madrasa teacher who is also a radical speaker in his own area of influence. And this person who came originally from northern part of Bangladesh traveled to Dhaka. In Dhaka University, he was enrolled, and during the student movement, he was a very avid speaker, and by the use of his jugglery of words, he tried to control the students there and influence that particular July Revolution that they were calling later on, forming his own political platform called Inqilab Mancho. Right now, he's in Singapore under treatment. His brain is not functioning, completely brain dead. He has been shot in broad daylight. Who shot him? What was the reason behind? The Bangladeshi police has no clue yet.
Just a quick question before I let you go, Kishalai, with regards to the unknown gunmen who were behind it. It seems that there is a pattern that is basically emerging. Do we have any idea as to who the assailants were? Were they part of the Jamaat? Or, for that matter, this man who has been quite vocal and has taken a pro-Yunus stand. How exactly has he been shot dead?
The Jamatis and the particular platform that this person floated, the Inqilab Mancho speakers are saying that this incident is connected to assailants who came from Chhatro League. Chhatro League being the student wing of Awami League, which has now been banned. So they are saying that the people who caused this particular attempt to murder came from beyond the borders. They are indicating towards India. They have no proof to it. India has rejected all these claims. They are saying this is also related to Chhatro League, which is also connected to Awami League. So this is an incident which is connected to Awami League and India. These are baseless claims, and India has categorically rejected all these claims and allegations made by the Bangladeshi, some sections of Bangladeshi police and the political sections supported by Muhammad Yunus.
Thank you very much for getting us the latest details, Kishalai. Shift to focus now to the other big story that we have been tracking. All this while, there is one position that has been taken by the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister, Ajit Pawar, when it comes to his own son and his alleged involvement. He says that there was no agreement to get a land that was reserved for the government, and that too at a throwaway price. Tonight on This Is Exclusive, we are actually putting out the proof. Explosive documents that have been accessed exclusively by Republic TV has once again reignited the political firestorm around the multi-crore Mundwa land deal, this time putting the spotlight firmly on a name that was missing from the official records, but now impossible to really ignore. Fresh evidence, including a letter bearing a crucial signature, raises some serious questions about the role of Parth Pawar himself, the son of Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar, in the controversial transfer of the prime government land. All this while, he said that there was not a single document in which he has signed. Now, what exactly is this? We're going to show you the documents where he himself has signed, and he's asking for expediting the land transfer to take place. Take a look at this report.
A fresh trail of documents in the Mundwa land deal case has blown the lid off for the Pawars and brought the spotlight back on the man who has not been named, Parth Pawar. A letter has now been accessed by Republic. It clearly shows how Ajit Pawar's son was party to the land controversy, his signature unmissable. This letter was allegedly signed by Parth Pawar to expedite the land handover.
A letter allegedly signed by Parth Pawar has surfaced now, in which Parth Pawar have urged the district administration to speed up the registration of land in his name in official record. And it's a proof that Parth Pawar is directly involved in Pune land scam. Now, it's open to all. It's open to public that Parth Pawar is directly involved in this case. Let's see what action Pune police will take on this. Will they add Parth Pawar's name in FIR?
Earlier, a letter pointed out that government officials had asked the Botanical Survey of India to vacate the controversial plot of land which was purchased by Amedia Enterprises. The document indicates that officials from the Maharashtra government had tried to facilitate the land transfer to Parth Pawar. Under fire, the Fadnavis government was even pulled up by the Bombay High Court on sparing Parth Pawar's name in the land deal report. The bench had questioned if the Pune police were attempting to shield the state deputy chief minister's son. It all started in May 2025 when 40 acres of prime government land in Mundwa, worth up to rupees 1800 crores, sold for just 300 crores to Amedia Enterprises, that is, Parth Pawar's firm. A letter of intent, a partnership agreement, documents exclusively broken by Republic had clearly shown how Parth Pawar has direct links with the company. The central question being, why is he being protected?
अजीत पवार सर, ये एमएडी एंटरप्राइज का जो एलएलपी है वो सरकारी ज़मीन कैसे, वो पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस को काम पे लगाया गया क्या, मिसयूज़ किया गया? सर, आपके बेटे का नाम आ रहा है, आपका बेटा इस एमएडी एंटरप्राइज से जुड़े हुए.
मी त्यामध्ये सोमवारी मी मुंबईला बोललो, मी पुण्याला बोललो, मी बारामतीला बोललो. आता ह्याबद्दलची चौकशी चालू आहे. चौकशी झाल्यावर आम्ही उत्तर देऊ.
पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस का
चौकशी चालू आहे. चौकशी झाल्यानंतर बोलीन. सारखा तो विषय मला बोलायचं कारण नाही. मी आपल्या राज्याच्या राजधानीत बोललोय. माझ्या पुण्यामध्ये पालकमंत्री आहे म्हणून तिथं बोललोय.
पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंस काम पे नहीं आना, मिसयूज नहीं किया गया पॉलिटिकल.
यामध्ये
आप उप मुख्यमंत्री है, आपके बेटे के ऊपर है.
Well, in fact, the document that we have essentially been talking about, this was a letter that was written by none other than Parth Pawar himself. And he says they expedite the land transfer. Vijay ji, the whistleblower in this entire matter, is joining us on this broadcast. While I'm going to just show you the documents right now. Vijay ji, जो document इस वक्त हमारे पास है, उसमें साफ तरीके से वो कहते हैं, वो भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर को, कि ये जो लैंड, मुंडवा की लैंड है, वो लैंड को एक्सपेडाइट करने चाहिए. और साथ ही साथ वो साइन करते हैं. ये डॉक्यूमेंट में वो खुद साइन करते हैं और ये डॉक्यूमेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर को दिया जाता है.
बात बिल्कुल सही आपकी. हम पहले से कह रहे हैं कि सिर्फ इसी डॉक्यूमेंट पर नहीं, पार्थ पवार का इस लैंड के साथ करीबन 2020 से संबंध है. एक को बोलते कि एक सर्कमस्टेंशियल एविडेंस, वो तो है ही, क्योंकि एक कंपनी स्थापन हो गई तो 2020 में, दिसंबर 2020 में, तब से इस कंपनी ने इस अमेरिका के अलावा, सॉरी, मुंडवा के अलावा कोई भी डील नहीं किया. ये एक बात हो गई. और जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हमने, दो डॉक्यूमेंट्स है इसमें, एक 2021 का और एक 2025 का है. दोनों पर पार्थ पवार की सिग्नेचर है. ये सारा डील उन्होंने ही फैसिलिटेट करवाया. फिर अभी बोल रहे कि हमारा संबंध नहीं. ठीक है, अजित पवार दो तरीके से बोल रहे. एक तो एक बेटे के पिताजी, लेकिन उनको ज्यादा से ज्यादा यहाँ बोलना चाहिए महाराष्ट्र के उप मुख्यमंत्री के हैसियत से. लेकिन वो सिर्फ बार बार या और कितने और 10-20 सबूत तो हम 2-4 दिन में और देंगे. लेकिन ये सबूत जो आम आदमी को दिखाई दे रहे, रिपब्लिक को दिखाई दे रहे, लोगों को दिखाई दे रहे, वो सिर्फ मीडिया और पुलिस को नहीं, सॉरी, ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और पुलिस को नहीं दिखा रहा है. ये बहुत ही मतलब मेरे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि इस पर कैसे रिएक्ट किया जाए. सिग्नेचर देख रही क्या ये सिग्नेचर झूठे? ये तो बताना चाहिए कि सिग्नेचर नहीं थे हमारे पास, मिला नहीं, कुछ तो बोलिए। सिर्फ इंक्वायरी चालू है, 1 महीने से इंक्वायरी चालू है और 10 साल तक इंक्वायरी चालू रहेगी। एक कब खत्म होने वाला है? ऐसे मामले में जहां पॉलिटिकल लोगों का संबंध आता है, वो मामला 1 महीने के अंदर पूरा खत्म होना चाहिए, लेकिन इंक्वायरी कमेटी और एक
इस वक्त धन्यवाद, मेरे पास समय नहीं है, इस वापस आपसे सवाल करना चाहूंगा। कई सारी चीजें जिसके बारे में बात नहीं हुई है। Questions have been raised about why exactly the Pune police hasn't really looked into these very documents, whereas Parth Pawar's own partner has been called in for questioning. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. Coming up trending with my colleague Iona.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध, MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
13,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और मसाला। मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सब
questions over Nitish Kumar's erratic behavior. Is there a problem that Nitish and his government are hiding? A question only Arnab asks at 8:30 p.m. tonight. The same Muslim leaders who shout their lungs out on Waqf have their lips sealed on the hijab triple murder. The story Arnab puts in focus: hijab triple murder at 9 p.m. Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. रहो बेफिक्र।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा।
There are questions over Nitish Kumar's erratic behavior. Is there a problem that Nitish and his government are hiding? A question only Arnab asks at 8:30 p.m. tonight. The same Muslim leaders who shout their lungs out on Waqf have their lips sealed on the hijab triple murder. The story Arnab puts in focus: hijab triple murder at 9 p.m. There are questions over Nitish Kumar's erratic behavior. Is there a problem that Nitish and his government are hiding? A question only Arnab asks at 8:30 p.m. tonight.
From
Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for staying with us, viewers. From your smartphones to your smart televisions, trending stories are breaking the internet. Tonight, we bring to you the stories that have taken the internet by storm. For one, why the right to breathe debate has